Hi, so this is a video that I've been wanting to do for ages and now just seemed like the right time to do it. I have had my diastasis surgically repaired. Many reasons behind that, and you can see my website for it, but it boils down to I couldn't regain a functional core. I have arthritis in my back and I was in extreme pain every day from a lack of core control. Now I did try for a year, I went through a lot. It's one of the reasons I'm so passionate about it, because the more research I've done, the more I realized how much I impacted my recovery and what I did wrong during pregnancy and postpartum. And I have always now got this thing of, I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't done that. Like, what if? And I don't want others to go through that. I want people to know that if they have to have their diastasis surgically repaired, because some people really do need it surgically repaired, they had done everything in their power during pregnancy, after pregnancy, to stop that from happening, and it's just their natural genetic makeup, versus them always having the same as me, the what if I had. So anyway, that's a whole nother story. But what I want to tell you is, my stomach was flatter when I had diastasis than now. All right, let me repeat that to you. I had a non-functional four-finger diastasis that went from my sternum to my pubic bone, that was 2 knuckles deep when I was engaged. And my belly was flatter than it is now. Flatter, okay? Now, not necessarily the whole time. Now, if I wasn't careful with what I ate, it bloated out. It truly did. And I would look up to 6 months pregnant, just like you guys. I get it. But most of the time, my stomach was flatter than it is now. And the reason was, when I had diastasis, I was really conscious about what I put into my body, what foods I ate. I knew what bloated me. I was really conscious about what exercises I did, and that I did my exercises, that I breathed right, that I sat right, I did everything right, and it caused my core, even though it was not functional, to be flat. Because bloating isn't just food, it's your alignment. It's how you go about your daily activities. It's how you breathe, all of that stuff. Now, after I had the surgery, I had a huge mindset change. And this isn't often talked about in the surgery world. Like, everybody's like, surgery changed my life, it got me pain-free. Surgery flattened my belly. Surgery was great. But there is a downside as well. And I had a couple. One was I had a big hematoma, and this has just not gone down. So one side of my belly, and the surgeon doesn't know why, but one side of my belly is way bigger than the other side. It's hard, it hurts, there's a lot of issues there. I don't know why. It could be scar tissue problems, it could be anything. But nobody knows why. There's nothing majorly wrong with it. So I just need to deal with it. And, you know, for the lack of pain from my back, I'm okay with dealing with it. But what nobody told me about was the psychological issues I would have. So, you probably all know, it's really hard to change, right? So, making changes in your life, whether it's food changes, exercise changes, all of that, it's hard to do. And the pain of doing that has to be less than the pain of staying the same. So for me, staying the same, I physically couldn't move without drugs. I had to have pain meds every day, sometimes twice a day, just to get moving. So that was painful, and I didn't want to be on these pain meds all the time. So I was up, I made sure I did my exercises, I made sure I ate right, all of that stuff. Then after the surgery, there really wasn't that pain anymore. So that extra sleep in, or eating that extra food, or any of that stuff suddenly became, what's another cookie? Or, oh, I'll skip this workout. Or, it's more important for me to help others than to help myself, because I'm now not in pain anymore and others are. So I spent hours and hours and hours in front of the computer helping others. And when I was like, well, I should probably go and do a workout, somebody would ask me a question. And I'd be like, gotta answer that. So that pain of staying the same wasn't the same as the pain of change. I didn't need to change. And I gained weight. I got lethargic. I lost a lot of motivation. Now I could play with my kids, so I lost motivation of doing that. So, yay, I had a flat stomach, but I'd lost so much else. And it took me probably a year to realize that this was happening, and then another 6 months to get out of it, to work out how to re-look after myself and how to care for myself again. Okay, so I know that kind of went on a little bit of a sidetrack, but I just want you to understand there is two parts to surgery. There is the physical healing, but you also have to understand about the emotional and mental healing. And there's this initial emotional of I am not in pain, I look better, I'm on a high. And then there's the secondary stage of, oh, I can do that, but do I need to do that now, right? And there is a balance. Now, not everybody's going to be a slacker like me and put other priorities first, because a lot of people are like, exercise is my life, and that's why I want to have surgery so I can go back and do it. And for you guys, you're not going to have the same issue as I did. But for some of us, that motivation suddenly disappeared. And I just wanted you to realize that.